Very well. Now we're heading out. Well, I'll be heading out on Monday for the second half, and I expect it to him to peak at the right time.
Do you think he's getting into Floyd's stage with the way that the press conferences have gone?
If I'm being 100% honest, I would say no. Floyd's 40 years of age. He's been around the fight game. I think when you're watching it, you know, those that have not competed at that level, maybe get the word more. But I think the two of them are having a lot of fun with it. They seem to be really enjoying it. Maybe it was a little bit surprising to him just how much, it was to me anyway, how much fanfare is in one direction. You know, when he did his hard work in Toronto, there was kind of a tumbleweed gone past. It was a bit awkward to watch. And I think it's only going to get worse as he goes to New York and then London.
The event on the weekend is virtually a sellout, I believe, here. How much is that a sign of how events like Conor and Floyd's fight is really attracting the casual audience and really promoting mixed martial arts in the UFC?
Yeah, the point you made there, I've heard like this is going to, if Conor wins, it's damage boxing. If Floyd wins, it's damage MMA. To be honest, for me, it only helps grow both sports. It is. This contest has really crossed over to the mainstream. People in all sports are now watching it. Maybe when that's over, regardless of the result, we get more people looking forward to the next big MMA fight, more people looking forward to the next big boxing fight. So for me, boxing, combat sport wins.
Just on this weekend, there's been so much attention on sport, and that must play into the hands of someone who's so cool, so calm, like Gunnar, to fly under the radar a little bit and he can really focus on this weekend.
I don't think he's even aware of the boxing fight. I've spoken with him. Yeah, Gunny's he's not fighting in an octagon. He's out giving me more grey hairs on a snowmobile or a motorbike. He's not so much to be keeping up with stuff.
All the boys are with Conor, Owen and Arkham. Are you a little disappointed that you're not kind of with the gang as they kind of go through all the shenanigans of this press talk?
100%. That's not really. You know, you're kind of. It looks more glamorous than it is, being rushed from one airport to the hotel to the venue. You know, you're just kind of getting settled in one, and you're packing a suitcase and you're on to the next one. So it's kind of fun that I get to do my day, which I enjoy doing, which is being in the gym or being here and getting the guys ready. And then at night time before bed, I get to watch a little bit of entertainment on YouTube. And so I'm getting, I think, the best part of it.
What's the roadmap for the rest of this training camp in terms of geography, location, and will you still be bringing in Paulie Malignaggi?
Yep, as far as I know, he's still coming in. So this week, we made it fit into Conor's training schedule that this week was his rest week. So he's not supposed to be doing much. Even the activity of walking around venues and stuff is enough. And then on Monday we start again. We have a 4-week cycle of hard training with a lot of sparring, and then a 2-week taper just to get make the weight and let everything heal up. And then go in and do what we all say we can't do again.
And will it be in Las Vegas, LA? Where will you guys be?
Vegas the whole time.
You hit Thursday for Gunnar Nelson.
And Charlie Ward.
And we did obviously express your desire to have him face Wonder Boy, so obviously Thompson, but obviously he's injured at the moment. Did you kind of say something, maybe wait for higher events opponent, or is it going to just say, I just want to get back in there?
Yeah, I think Gunny is best when he's active because there's less snowmobiling then. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit disappointing if I'm being 100% honest. I thought he did very well in his last two, and it would have been nice for one of the top 10 guys to answer the phone, but they didn't want to. For some reason, it seems to be headlining an event in Europe was not appealing enough to him for play to his opponent who did. It's a great contest. Stylistically, I'm actually very interested in this one because the guy's got great takedown defense, very busy, very fit. It's going to be a great challenge for Gunny. But at the end of the day, Gunny's a fighter. That's how he makes his money. So, what's he going to do? Sit around and play games all day long? No, he's a fighter. Yeah, he does like that game. But get in there, stay busy, stay active, and then hopefully get a good win on Sunday night. And then one of those guys in the top 10, maybe who's not washing their hair next time, that we give them a shout, and we can work our way towards that title fight.
Gunny did tell us that he spent the entire camp in Iceland, and that's where he believes he'll be spending the rest of his time training. So as a head coach based in Dublin, how did that relationship work?
Yeah, I sent over some of my top guys like Peter Queally, Luca, and then we got Abner over as well that was in Ultimate Fighter. and I get the sparring rounds recorded and sent back to me, and I get feedback that way. Yeah, Gunny is a very unusual athlete in that the vast majority of his training has been against, even his jiu-jitsu is rolling with whites and blue belts, beyond purple belts, and yet he's gone on to become one of the best ground fighters in mixed martial arts. So his a big thing I talk about with my young fighters is accepting responsibility for your own training. So I don't have to be there with Gunny twisting his arm or throwing cold water on him to get him out of bed. He's self-motivated. He knows what this fight means. He's headlining another big card, and for him to go out there and get a finish on this opponent, it makes a strong case for him being so active and such a good finisher to be next in line, or at least next in line to get to the number 1 contender spot.
One more question on Conor and Floyd. Conor hasn't really gone there with Floyd yet with regards to his domestic violence past. You had a dig at him for that on social media yesterday. Do you think it's all fair play when it comes to back and forth in the fight game? And do you think Conor will go there in the next couple of press conferences?
We don't. Neither Conor or I discuss that type of thing, tactics. So I have no idea. I probably would doubt it that he would. He's just more interested in going into talking about Floyd himself. They seem to have their own little sparring matches going on, verbal sparring matches going on. And if Conor's a black belt at that, I'd give himself a low-level blue belt in it. So I'll let Conor do what he does. For me, I just find it bizarre that I say a fact and it gets calls like that's what he's being charged with. Not once. It's like if someone calls me a dog once, I won't speak to him again. If I go call a dog 10 times, I'll go and buy a kennel.
And what are you expecting for today's press conference? Because yesterday was like such a high. Do you feel that it can go higher than that, basically?
Yeah, I think it will. I expect even a bigger response this time. Conor got a little bit sidetracked. Cut sideways in the first one with those guys switching off mics and put him on stage for 10 minutes before Floyd came over. It was a learning. It was kind of win or learn. It was a learning experience for him. And then look what he did 24 hours later. He owned the whole thing, and that to me is just a sign of him getting into the swing of it. So today the warm-up rounds are over. So I'm looking forward to tonight.
On the game as a whole, if you like, you mentioned in your book you started out pretty much in a garage in Dublin. Now you're on a world tour with Conor visiting destinations, and you're going to sell out a Las Vegas venue. You're in multiple European cities. Can you believe sitting here just how big the game has got?
Yeah, this is very weird for me, I'll be honest. To think that it all happened in a very short period of time. But I just deal one day at a time. I'm here talking to you right now, so I'll be in the moment and enjoy this, and who knows what it'll be a year from now.
With Conor's transition into boxing, how have you been able to split your time between him and Gunnar over the last, say, couple of weeks or months?
Well, I haven't, if I'm being honest. I've been in Dublin. Gunny was training in Iceland, so we sent over some of the best guys there to give him tough rounds and give him feedback, and then I watched tape. I suppose by Peter there in the background, he would send me videos of me sparring. Yeah, I've just been in Dublin with Conor.
Do you feel that Conor will return to MMA straight after this fight, or will take a bit of a break? Or?
He seems very, very motivated to want to go to Russia in December. I don't know, watching Rocky IV or something like that. So whatever he decides to do, I'm behind him.
Right. Thank you very much, guys.
Nice one, John. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.